Hi, and welcome back to dpaf Career Coaching. Today I want to talk about financial management through the lockdown and beyond. And I want to provide a few tips. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now, and I think there's a sense for people that if we can just get through the lockdown, things will go back to normal. And I really want to guard against that mindset because that's the best case scenario, but I think there's another scenario, which is that things won't go back to normal. The economy is going to be very, very sluggish. People aren't going to be wanting to go back to work immediately, and there's going to be very, very limited consumer demand in the economy, and there's going to be job losses and all sorts of bad things. And I'm a realist. I want to prepare people for a worst case scenario rather than just paint a sort of a rose tinted version of what might happen. So I want to use this video to give you some core tips, and hope you'll put these into practice. So the first thing I want you to do is really start negotiating with any creditors, your landlord, your mortgage lender, the person who deals with your car loan, mobile phone company, anyone who you're paying money to on a monthly basis. I want you reaching out to them and trying to get some better terms, because everyone's in the same boat. They're motivated to work with you, especially on the property side, because no one else is going to be coming in. They don't want a repossession, or they don't want months and months of voided rent, and it's a great opportunity for you to negotiate a better rate for yourself. And I think you'll have a receptive audience, but you need to be proactive about it. Now's not the time to sort of wait a few months till you're out of money. You need to be on that right now. So that would be step number one. I'd cut out all waste from your budget, and I'd avoid any kind of non-discretionary spending. Food is really number one right now. And if you've got any sort of payments you make for things like entertainment, maybe it's season tickets at the racetrack, or maybe it's some sort of membership at a club, forget all that. That's got to be cancelled right away. They will be begging you to come back down the road, so there won't be any loss to you in the short term, but it's important you hold on to your money. So that's really the most critical thing. I would say any ways to get money is the next step. Get hold of your employer. If you're going to lose your job, you need to know that now. I don't want you hearing it 30 days from now or 60 days from now. Now, you might not get a straight answer for your employer because they're in as much uncertainty as you are. They don't know what the market's going to be like. They might say, yeah, come back to our business, and everything will be going back to normal. But if it doesn't, and they have to shed the workforce, you need to get some inkling of whether you're going to be in the shedding side of things, or maybe not. Maybe you're going to benefit. Maybe you're going to be promoted, take on more responsibility. If there's a situation where maybe older people are not allowed back to work, but younger people are, those younger people are going to be taking on more roles and more responsibility, and that's going to be great for opportunity for them. But you need to know what's going on with your employer. Don't just say, hey, I'm on furlough, or I'm waiting, and I'll speak to my employer in 30 days or 45 days. No, you get hold of them right now, find out what's going on, say, how do I plan? I need to know what's going on, and push for some communication. I would also say, other sources of income. If you've got kids, they need to be doing any kind of work. If they can do a paper round, or they can be doing some deliveries for local people, get them out there working and earning. Let's get as much household income as you can. The good times are going to be over for the foreseeable future. If they come back soon, that's great. But in the meantime, let's prepare for, making sure we've got enough to live on, and, really be very, very disciplined with your money. The other thing I'd say is sort of prepare for inflation. The pound is going to inflate. We're paying so much money out to keep people afloat with no production to back it up. So it's inevitable that there's going to be inflation. There's also the fact that there's a lot of key workers working very, very hard at their normal wage, but then all the people that aren't working are kind of making, 80% of what they're normally making. So these key worker people are going to be saying to their unions, hey, we're doing all the work here, we need a pay rise. And that's going to be another inflationary point for the economy. So anyone who's got any savings, you're going to be losing the value in your savings. And there's various strategies you can do to mitigate that. But if you have significant savings, in cash, in your bank accounts, you need to be speaking to your financial advisor and say, I don't want to be losing all the value of my savings. What things can I do to mitigate? And they'll give you the best advice. And again, be proactive on that. Don't just wait for, the sky to fall in and your big savings account of 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 or 50,000 is whittled away to much, much less. So I hope these tips have been helpful to you. And if you want to have a consultation with me, feel free to register at the website and, share this video with your friends. I think a lot of people are in the same boat and they'll find this information just as helpful as you do. So thanks very much.